Two players with bags of experience, both turned pro in 1992. Joe Perry, 43 years of age. Ronnie O'Sullivan just coming up to his 42nd birthday. But we saw in Barnsley a few weeks ago, still playing brilliant snooker. Won the English Open, just recently runner-up in the Champion of Champions to Sean Murphy, and already a winner today, 5-2 over Gary Wilson.
Yeah, and knew what would have happened last week. Just wondering what would have happened if he had levelled that match against Sean at 9-all. He could have gone on to win that. Just missed that. It was a tricky green he took on, and Sean stood his ground. But we know what this man can produce as well. So expecting a high-quality match here. Hawkeye's view. Not a bad break-off shot.
Yes, not really what you were looking for. First shot of the match against the Rocket.
Played that well. Could have easily have gone around it. He could run in behind the black here, actually, from this red. He's playing the right-hand one, just want to get rid of that one. Well, snookered with his first shot and just about tightened the back cushion with his second. Joe Perry, that is, of course. His safety has to be good today against Ronnie. He knows that Ronnie's in good form. Good tactical player, Joe. He can mix it when he needs to.
We know that Ronnie O'Sullivan keeps himself fit, and all his experience of playing in the World Championship, playing 2 matches in a day, I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. He's had quite a bit of time off since the first one.
Hasn't played that one too well, though. So the first real chance falls to Joe Perry. And that's not bad. I think he was trying to use the pack to hold for the black, but he's on the blue. He's going to get chances, Joe, but he has to take them. He has to score heavily. Just looking for the gap here. He's going to, I think, pop this red and try and stun over for the black. And if he comes off the top cushion, he's just got to be careful, because he could catch that left-hand red and it would leave him low on the black. Well, there you go. Lost position. Well, he can't see anything else. He can only see the black, so what does he do with this? It's a bit of a risk taking it on. He could come off the side cushion and play the green, actually. Clip off the black thin. Yes, he had the room. Well, he's put another red over the corner. Didn't want the kiss on the brown, so another chance for Joe then. Just make sure of the pot here and let the rest happen. He could just slide off the reds and come over for the black. That's okay.
Yeah, he was running up to O'Sullivan at the Ali Pali, the Masters last season, but as it stands at the moment, he won't be in the tournament this season. He's 23rd in the world rankings, but that can change because big money up for grabs here, and still a couple more tournaments, including, of course, the UK Championship before the field is set.
Yeah, these boys are playing for an extra £5,000 today. They're already guaranteed 7. The winner will guarantee himself 12.
He is a Londoner, Joe, and it was a big deal to get to the final. His dad was there watching him proudly from the audience.
I think he's a gooner, isn't he? I won't hold that against him. Phil Stud might.
Yes.
Spurs man. Well, a couple of loose safeties from Ronnie. First one was loose, second one just clipped off the red, and the red it found off, so he found its way over the corner pocket. Best of 9. Early days though.
25.
No, there's a couple of reds he could play on here, but he might just play the can, and if he could just avoid the pink on the left hand side there, probably medium pace, should land on something. Well, actually, it's not too bad. No, he's been a little bit fortunate there because he didn't strike them as intended. Just choosing to pick them off at the moment, and if he can get himself onto the black, then into the bunch again. This looks fairly straight, so I think he can just drop this in and leave himself a good angle on the black. I think he's playing a stun shot, actually.
37.
Well, already with a 44-point lead, and well, this is a key shot coming up here into the pack. Missed them. Well, would you believe it? That was a massive target as well.
44.
Well, that would annoy him because he only needed a good split there, and it was probably frame over. And there's still enough on the table there for Ronnie to get back into this frame and win it. Well, it was a fairly decent safety, but not quite good enough. Well, what about that? Beautiful. Just wonder if you might just come off the pack here for the black and open those 4 reds up. Nope. Well, he too needs a cannon here. Not bad. Then this red to the corner goes as well. He can come off these, back for the blue. There's nothing really awkward here. That red on the right-hand side is a couple of inches off that cushion. Every chance to steal the frame now, and it was just the cannon into the pack that Joe missed, and then the safety wasn't quite spot on, and well, he could lose the frame now. Just wanted a little bit more on the cue ball there. Ooh. Well, he's blocked the pocket.
Made a difference though, just not quite getting ideal on the black.
Yeah, I thought he might have played that left-handed actually, but chose to play right-handed. Nothing on for Joe unless he's contemplating run off the black, is he? Oh, here we go, in off the black. Oh, would you believe that? I mean, if you wanted it, well, that's incredible. A big pocket like that. Only needed a nudge. Yeah, well, he's got to be careful here because if he doesn't put the white in the correct position, I think that red is on. Just wonder what he's thinking about the red to the yellow pocket and possibly stay on the pink. It was close. Well, the red won't go to the corner, but it will certainly go to the right middle. And I think Joe could take this on, actually, and bring the white back down this end of the table and leave things fairly safe. Side back cushion with a cue ball. He might be taking on the pot. Well played. Well, he's got a shot on the pink here, but he doesn't want this tied to the cushion. Now what do you do? Especially with the red up the other end of the table. Well, it's like he's taken the pink on. Nope, snooker on the black. You can get a double snooker here, actually. Now, this is interesting. You need to play some sort of plant off the other red if you get the opportunity.
Here we go.
Oh, hang on, hang on.
Here we go.
Oh. It might go in now. That was quite clever from Ronnie there. I think he played that. That was intentional. But I think it's going to drop now.
Well, Perry is already 37 points in front. So if this red does go in, as long as the black doesn't go in as well, Ronnie needs snookers.
Yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't want to. He wants to clear that pocket when he plays the plant here. He doesn't want the first red to stick. He wants everything to open up.
Well, that'll do nicely.
Yep. Certainly will.
O'Sullivan had his chance, but just left himself a little more awkward than intended on that black. Missed it.
Well, there's a lot of applause coming from table 2, and I can tell you that John Higgins at the moment is on a maximum. He's on the last red, now he's on the last black, with 6 colours to go. That would be some way to start a match.
11.
Well, John's got the final black, and he's nicely on the yellow. He's on a maximum. Incredible. First frame guaranteed for Joe Perry here then.
As I say, O'Sullivan did have his chance to make what would have been a pretty telling clearance, but Joe Perry relieved to come back to the table, and he's just noticed, I think, that Higgins is on the 147. He's actually watching it. Higgins has got the blue off the cushion, so it's a great chance next door for the Scot to make a maximum. It would be great if we could get over to see the end of this.
Well, it would be nice. No, I hope we can get over to the other table.
Well, we're going to take a break, but anyway, it's 1-0 to Joe Perry. But obviously would have loved the maximum.
It was a pity because he played a great shot on the green. He nudged the blue off the cushion from the green, and well.
Anyway, that's table 2, but we're focusing here on Joe Perry and Ronnie O'Sullivan. Perry's won the opening frame. This is in the last 32 round of the Shanghai Masters.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stop talking, please. And show again.
Yes, of course, Ronnie's second match today. Played Gary Wilson earlier today. Had to do that with scheduling, really, because flying out from the UK on Monday.
Well, a full-blooded attempt, but didn't find its target.
Well, Ronnie can take the cue ball down towards the yellow pocket, cover that red, well, with the other red and the blue, just on the diagonal. At least he has the chance to take the cue ball away from the back round the sort of, rather than tip-tapping. Good pace, good that. He's put the pressure on for Joe's safety. He might come off the side cushion and just nudge this red near the corner pocket. Pretty good. Well played. Well, Ronnie's got the problem now, because even if he puts that cue ball towards the green pocket, I think this red is still potable. Well, he's taken a little bit of a calculated risk here. If he gets that cue ball tight, it's made it much tougher now. Okay, the red is on, but he might be flying into the pack, especially if he clips it thick.
The dreaded double kiss. Shake of the head from Joe Perry.
Well, he trusted the table there. Full length.
It's a rather delicate operation, this, stretching, got the extensions out. And now he's got to get all the stuff out of the way as well.
Well, wanted to be the other side of the black, of course. Putting the black back onto its own spot will help. But as long as he can negotiate the ball colours here with the cue ball, he should be okay. Looks pretty good to me. He can get himself onto the black again and nudge some reds. Looking to hit straight back here, of course.
One landmark, the big one for O'Sullivan in Coventry, was he made his 900th career century. And the one he's made today puts him up to 902. 28 for the season, level with Judd Trump. The 1,000 seems a certainty.
Not bad. Could have been better. I think he's got this one to the right middle as we watch the replay. And he's got the angle to come down for the black as well. Oh, he's found another one. That's handy. Put the action on the white there. But he has left it near to that side cushion. But it's not a real problem. He can just drop this in for the red near the cushion. Well, angle, it might not be on actually. Yeah, he's gone for it. These camera angles can deceive at times. Played it well.
25.
That's okay. Well, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, David, but we've had one maximum attempt on the other table, and this is all blacks. And they're fairly in the open as well. There's nothing on side cushions. £5,000 for a maximum this week. Of course, Liang Wenbo made one in the English Open at Barnsley. Well, he's not bothered about the maximum, he wants the frame. That was interesting because he had a red to the middle pocket, which would have allowed him to get onto the black. That's an interesting mindset, David. Refusing the maximum, obviously he's here to win the tournament. Well, that's pretty obvious to state, but the priority always is to win the frame first, of course, and if the maximum comes around, then so be it. Wrong angle, but he can hold for the pink. Chose to go back for the green. Could do with sort of getting rid of that red near the middle pocket. Goes to 53, no time at all.
54.
If he gets a good cannon here, it should be one apiece. You can catch the left on one actually.
The double kiss was the key shot for Perry. To let O'Sullivan in for this break.
Chose to hold.
black and Joe Perry needs a snooker.
He's taken these well. Well, the frame is safe. Could it be century number 903?
Like I say, the 1,000, it just seems like it's going to happen probably in about 18 months' time. The rate is going, and that would be some achievement. Really would. That's in competitive play. Remember, 1,000 century breaks.
Well, when Stephen Hendry posted 775, we're thinking, well, nobody will beat that. This guy has. But if he goes up beyond 1,000, who's going to beat that? Didn't have a really clear-cut chance in the opener, but good response here. He's going to need the last... Oh, he's gone for the blue. I was going to say, if he plays on the black, he's going to need the last red for the century anyway. Just off the back cushion. Perfect. Well, this has been superb. Never in trouble.
So, in very short order, Ronnie O'Sullivan makes his 29th century of this campaign. He was nicely in the first frame. He missed that black and he wasn't quite right on, but that's a distant memory now. We know he's playing well, but he's in a completely different part of the world than he was a couple of days ago, and body clock, jet lag, all the rest of it. But he looks pretty fresh here. He's already had one win today, 144 in that match. And in the end, this has been an excellent break. .127, a total clearance from Ronnie O'Sullivan. No time at all to level up here in Shanghai. All square then, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Joe Perry, one apiece. Gets frame 3 of a possible 9 underway, playing for a place in the last 16 of this Shanghai Masters. The winner will play Barry Hawkins, who beat Michael White earlier today.
Well, the break-off shot from Ronnie before, the one he played, he got the white behind the green. A little bit fortunate to do that, but he hasn't done it this time, and he's left this red on. An early chance for Joe Perry then in the third frame. Couldn't take it. And he's not enjoying that pocket at the moment.
No, it felt like a big shot, this. It felt like he had to go in. Just sat out the century. And, well, he's back in his seat again.
He might be there for some time. Well, it was 4 reds, 4 blacks in the last frame before he went down for the green. I wonder. Nicely done. He's overhit that. I think he's played on the red to the left middle. Don't know. Well, that could have been a slightly springy bounce there off the top rail. Well, that wasn't a problem. Good angle on the green here to get down for these two open reds. Just past the blue, we'll be fine. He's playing the brown actually. Well, will he play on the open red or go into them? Downward striking. Oh. See, I was talking about that shot the other day. The way Judd Trump plays it, he plays the power stun shot. Just look at that. The cue ball has come back with a bat spin. But the way Judd plays it, it goes into the pack more. So often the side bites again, the back spin, and the white finishes nowhere. Case here. Good safety then.
Their first meeting was the World Championship 1999, so getting on for 19 years ago now. Second round, O'Sullivan won, but Perry, the round before, that was his first big breakthrough in the game. He beat Steve Davis 10-9 the opening round at the Crucible. Later in that tournament in 99, O'Sullivan lost an extraordinary semi-final to Stephen Hendry. There was one session where there were 5 centuries. Of course, Hendry went on to win his record 7th world title. O'Sullivan currently on 5. Another record he's chasing.
Yes, he could get to 7. Who knows?
It's all rather dangerous down that end of the table. Red's out in the open.
He could just roll into the bunch here. He's trying to get the white back to the top cushion. Yeah, Ronnie's he's one of those sort of players. He doesn't like the sort of tip-tapping stuff. He wants to try and keep the frame open if he can. Similar shot here for Joe Perry, just try and get the white to the top cushion.
Well, now everything's out in the open.
Yes, and the white is slightly off the cushion. If it was tight, this would have been awkward, but Joe can try and get the white back into the same position behind the black. If he can, he needs to get the cue ball tight to the cushion, and then Ronnie would be in trouble. Hasn't played that very well. There's a little tempter here for Ronnie to the left centre, but it's high risk. Well, Joe could take this red on here to the green pocket, come back for the black. The only danger is that he could possibly leave the red to the middle, so again, it might be foolish. Well, what's he doing here? Full ball back to the top cushion. Running in behind the pink. Well played. Well, that had to be the right speed. Ronnie in trouble. Rest on the two reds, near the yellow perhaps. Well played. Better than the now he hit the cushion first.
Yeah, this is good cat and mouse stuff here between two players who've been around a long time. Both turned pro 25 years ago.
Well, he's managed to cover that one, but there is another one to the right. Well, the left centre as we look now. He could come down for the black. But, well, he's got this one to the right middle, down for the black. Well, Ronnie covered the one near the pocket, but he didn't cover that one. Just look where the white's finished. Oh, how do you fancy this one?
Well, it's all or nothing, really, isn't it? If he takes it on, he's going to have to get it. There's the red going in. Good pot. As I say, that had to go in, otherwise that was probably 2-1 O'Sullivan.
Yeah, absolutely. Great cueing. Could win the frame from here now.
Yes, of course, it's not just the pro ranks. It's they had really good amateur scenes to play in, these two, both from South England back in the 80s, when the game was really thriving in terms of the amateur ranks.
Yeah, Joe comes from Chatteris in Cambridgeshire. Is that the same the town that that boxer Boyd Green, was it? What's his face? I've forgotten now. Didn't have his first name. It's just gone a minute. Apologies for that. He'll come back to me. Good chances for Joe.
Yeah, there's still a bit of work to be done here, but and of course, at the moment he's taking sort of lower value colours, so not going up in huge amounts.
Yeah, he's still 19 points behind. Still what, 4 reds in the open? Well, he's covered the blue. He's got the pink or the green. Might be the green. Oh, he's come across it.
Well, Perry potted such a good black second shot of the break, but just in the end found trouble and has missed the green. But O'Sullivan, I'm sure to Perry's relief, has missed the red. That was a real chance to pounce for Ronnie O'Sullivan and make Perry think about the green that he's missed. As it is, he's right back in again. Well, now he's missed. Oh, snatches his chalk off the rail, not happy. Well, these guys can pot anything, they're the best in the world, but also in the pressure of a match situation, it's possible to miss anything. It's almost like Perry hadn't quite got over the first miss. He'd gone back to his chair expecting O'Sullivan to do something and maybe wasn't quite prepared when he came back. Anyway, Ronnie O'Sullivan in front with another chance.
Good angle here. You can do anything with a cue ball. Play on the left on red, or those two on the back cushion. Well, this is one of the awkward reds that are left.
20.
38 the lead. Still needs another red. This will make it 42 the lead, 43 on. Needs to go. Well played. Brilliant. Just needs the red then. Well, Joe Perry wasn't punished the first time, but he was certainly punished the second time.
.46 in it, he may play on here, 35 on.
3 snookers.
Well, he's obviously decided to concede. He'd be disappointed there, Perry. It's O'Sullivan who leads 2-1. Well, while we're waiting, it's time to tell you that the next leg of the Home Nation Series, the Northern Ireland Open, kicks off on Monday in Belfast. Tickets still available. Check out worldsnooker.com, and of course it's live on Eurosport from Monday. Ronnie O'Sullivan chasing the second leg of the £1 million bonus, having won the English Open. Right now it's frame 4. Joe Perry to get us underway, trailing 2-1. Ah, well, he was about to break off, and then something just came into his eye line, some sort of a fly or something.
Say that was a bit springy off the back cushion as well. I think he was expecting to be on the green, and it's finished on the blue. Great red. Could have been better, but he has reds to the right centre pocket. Didn't quite catch the pink full on the nose. But if you can pop this one in, he's going to be away again. Just a little bit of disturbance in his eye line. Possibly somebody trying to take a picture. Only not that amused. Not surprising. This is not an easy pot. Made it look easy. if you can bring the white over to this right-hand side for that red, he might be able to clear the black, actually, if he plays the cannon. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. Now then, will he take the risk or go around for the blue again? Could have done with that white slightly off the cushion. It's gone a little bit awkward. Will he play the cannon? Open things up? Well, he did. Just missed it. It's okay, though. Nicely on the blue. Well, if he can get on this red just on top and to the left of the black, he could try and nudge the one away from the black here. That needs to go, though. That needs to go. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely perfect. What touch that was. Not quite what he wanted. Might still go for the black here, but he's gone into the bunch. Has to get it. Well played. He's kept the break going. There's no doubt, though, he's been in great form, hasn't he, over the last few weeks now. He played phenomenal in that final in Barnsley, and he could have easily picked up the prize last week in Coventry, but it's continuing.
Yes, and I think it's noticeable that his appetite for playing and for playing competitive matches is right up. I mean, his schedule is as busy as anyone's. He'll be in Belfast next week, regardless, and then, of course, UK Championship, and immediately to Scotland.
It's a busy period. Oh, hang on. Ooh. But he's blocked it.
Frustrating, because didn't have to do too much more there to wrap the frame up.
No, and he took on the difficult black a few minutes ago as well to try and keep it going. But there's nothing there. I don't think that right-hand red goes either. So it might just have to be a safety. Close the shop. Protect the lead. Super 58 though, and just look at the pace again on the safety. He's turning the screw here on Joe Perry. Well, that was about all he could do, really, from where he was. But another safety for Ronnie here. White off the side and top cushions, back towards the baulk cushion. He went for that. Where they're going to finish, it could be frame over.
Yeah, you feel it will be. O'Sullivan 58 to the good. So not needing to do much more to take a 3-1 interval lead. Perry pushed the boat out there, and it didn't work. This red, he needs snookers.
He's not going to miss this. Back for the pink. It's about to go 3-1.
Yes, and I think Perry, it's not so much this frame, it's the one before, when he did have a couple of good chances. He might be thinking about at the interval. Oh, well, vicious miscue.
Now, that was interesting. That was nearly a foul because he caught the front half of the pink. If he caught the back half of the pink, it would have been a foul. Foul has not been called.
No, it was just a miscue. It wasn't a foul, which is fortunate because Perry actually could have, if it had been 6 away, he could have won. But it wasn't a foul. He didn't actually jump over it.
Yeah.
But it did come out of nowhere. Let's hope his tip's okay.
Would have been interesting, that, wouldn't it? And now he's laid the snooker.
Unbelievable. Joe Perry's conceded the frame. So Ronnie O'Sullivan takes a 3-1 lead into the mid-session interval. The highlight for him was that 1-2-7 break in the second frame. The third, though, psychologically, arguably more important. He's 2 ahead at the interval.
You can see them in the background there.
Yeah, I'm going to go over now to pick that one up live as they return from the interval. John Higgins looking good, though, for a 4-0 lead. That's live on the Eurosport Player. Well, Joe Perry had a bit to think about at the interval. He trails 3-1 to Ronnie O'Sullivan, who needs 2 more frames to set up a meeting with Barry Hawkins in the last 16. This is his second match of the day, and if he were to beat Hawkins, win this match and beat Hawkins tomorrow, he'd have to play 2 matches again because they're playing the last 16 and the quarter-finals tomorrow. This tournament 6 days long. It was kind of sandwiched in at late notice. But it's producing some quality snooker. And some big hitters already through tomorrow, the likes of Mark Selby, Judd Trump, Mark Allen, Ouyang Wenbo. And Higgins, O'Sullivan and Williams all looking good right now as well.
Yeah, Barry Hawkins had a good win today, didn't David? He beat Michael White 5-3. So he's been sort of a little bit in and out of late. So it looks like Barry's finding some form again. Good player when he turns it on.
Yeah, he won a great match with O'Sullivan at the World Championship 2016. Beat him in the second round. And then the next morning he had to go and play Marco Fu in the quarterfinals and fell a long way behind him. Something like 9-1 down before he started to play. In the end lost 13-11, but just showed you what it meant to him to beat O'Sullivan at the Crucible.
Well, this needs to slow down. Could be over the corner. I think it's okay. Goes without saying that Joe's got to get stuck in here. And then if you can make it 3-2, you know, you never know. 4-1 behind. That's tough. Oh, he's missed that one as well, and the white's coming back down the table. Well, the miss will be called, but Ronnie won't take it.
Highlight so far for O'Sullivan was his 1-2-7 break in the second frame.
And a 1-4-4, of course, this morning against Gary Wilson, who's at the top of the tree at the moment, the centuries. 29 have been made so far. Well, these matches we've been watching, I'm not sure what's happening on the outside tables. 29 that I know of. Just a little bit short of pace, but he has the right hand red. It's not a real problem. Wants to try and tackle these around the black spot if he can. But the way Ronnie's been playing, he just fancy this to be 4-1 at this visit. We just power the white down here for the red that's above the black. It's just overdone it slightly, but it's okay. And again, back down for the red near the black. Don't think he'll go into the bunch here, not just yet. And the pink is slightly away from the reds as well. You know, you could clip the pink and miss the red, so if anything, he wants to go into the pack from the black rather than the blue. Don't think he'll do it here, just drop in behind the red. Well, we know that Ronnie's been in great form over the last few weeks. Oh, just as I've said that.
Yes, he was gearing up for the key shot, which was to get into the reds, but didn't pot that red.
Well, he's hit it that poorly that he actually cannoned into the black. Played across it. Hasn't done any damage though. Hasn't left Joe a red.
John Higgins has gone 4-0 up at the interval. Zhao Yulong, meantime, again, the safety wasn't quite good enough from Joe Perry.
That's good cueing from there, though. I think he's playing the brown here to try and split them. Gentle cannon. Oh, he's got them. Beautiful.
Yeah, he controlled that so well, didn't he? Like you say, gently into the pack.
Yes, normally you expect them going a little bit more pace, but we know how fast these tables are, and the reds do split pretty easily when you catch them well. So that was a beautiful shot on the brown. Well, now it could be 4-1. Well, he's one of those players, Ronnie, he bullies you. You know, if you just make the slightest mistake, he's going to jump on it. And he has done here against Joe Perry.
So, another red in the colour should be 4-1 to O'Sullivan. He's just really played in, isn't he, all the snooker he's been playing of late. You know, he's long potting as well. He potted a long red to get in here. It's a really strong part of his game at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter at the moment what part of the world he's in. He's just on automatic pilot.
Well, he would like another red because, as you can see, he's one snooker to tie at the moment. So there's a glimmer here for Joe Perry. I think that's all you can really call it.
Yeah, just look where he's put the white, though.
Well, he's caught it on the way back. I was about to say that glimmer has been extinguished, but it's a question of what he's left on here, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's definitely 4-1 now. Joe Perry right up against it. He's got to find something from somewhere and fast.
Yes, O'Sullivan is strong in all departments, but particularly just his determination. It was noticeable when he lost the final on Sunday to Murphy, just how disappointed he was. Because he had a chance to make it 9-all. He missed a tricky green, having been 9-5 down. He's missed that red, but it doesn't matter. He's won the frame, and he's only one from victory. Joe Perry, you're going to stay in that chair, and he's got it all to do. O'Sullivan looking good here at the grand stage, leading Perry 4-1. One more frame, and he's through to the last 16. And in it goes again.
Unbelievable. Well, the boosters have been turned up, that is for sure.
Few point, please.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan in immediately here in the frame. He needs to win this match.
Well, this is pretty clinical stuff here from Ronnie now. That's gone slightly wrong. He needs to slow down. He's still on the left-hand one. He might be on this one, just beyond the pack, actually. Seems so. Well, he's playing some stuff now. Doesn't seem that the flight to Shanghai has affected him. This is his second match today, of course. Ronnie had to play a match earlier on against Gary Wilson. Certainly got some fine tuning in. Hang on a minute, hang on. Oh, that's just gone a bit too far for him. I mean, he might play this red to the yellow and screw back for the black. Well, he's looking to try and win the frame and match here if he can. Well, he is human after all. Well, Joe looking at this red near the centre pocket, but it's mighty thin. I think he's had a quick look at a plant actually to the left centre. Get himself onto the black. There's a little bit of distance between these two reds. Oh, I didn't fancy any of that. What's he playing here? Oh, that was more in than out. How did that stay out? Has he got it covered though? I don't think so.
Well, he couldn't have had more of an attempt at going in, that red. I think it's going in now.
Yeah, and that's the story of Joe's match, really. I mean, another day that white might have finished behind the black, and Ronnie couldn't see it. But he has another chance to kill off the match here, especially if he gets the split right here. Oh dear, I feared the worst for Joe Perry here.
Well, he's in a tough half of the draw. It includes Mark Selby, Judd Trump and Barry Hawkins, who will play next. But, of course, it's tough for them that he's in there. O'Sullivan in a really determined mood at the moment. He's 2 balls away here from wrapping this up.
Yes, and throughout the match he's really kept Joe under the cosh, kept the pressure on. And now Joe, in the latter stages of this match, has just been a spectator, really. This is match ball.
So one of the great careers in any sport, showing no signs at all of coming to an end. Far from it. He seems rejuvenated this season, O'Sullivan. Won that English Open final against Karen Wilson with a 98% pot success rate for a best of 17. And has bounced back from that defeat to Sean Murphy on Sunday in Coventry with 2 wins in one day here in Shanghai today. In the end, it was a pretty short and sweet victory for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He beats Joe Perry by 5 frames to 1 and marches on to the delight of this audience into the last 16 of the Shanghai Masters. And towards the end, it seemed every shot Perry had was a pressure ball. O'Sullivan put him under pressure, it worked, and he's the winner.